And now on BBC Two, Robot Wars.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Combat Carnage Extreme, Episode 2. Today for you we have an exhibition match between Atomic 2 and Fluffy with the Robot Arena 2 All-Stars, Panic Attack vs Border Breed vs Steel Avenger vs Tornado, the Pat 3 vs Firestorm vs Bigger Brother vs Panic Attack, Mayhem, Danton Kia vs Cassius 3 vs Quantum, and the Black and Yellow Bash between Danton Kia, Firestorm, Behemoth and Iron Ore. And starting us off for tonight, we have the Black and Yellow Bash number 1. Danton Kia vs Firestorm vs Iron Ore 2.1 versus Behemoth. And here we go for the first Black and Yellow battle of Combat Carnage Extreme. There will be more in the future, but this is the first. Now Firestorm starts moving up to Iron Ore 2.1. Behemoth comes from behind and flips Firestorm towards that top arena wall. Danton Kia is now dealing with Iron Ore 2.1, who's flipping itself towards the arena wall. Behemoth and Danton Kia are on Iron Ore 2.1. Iron Ore is on that wall. They're going to need some help to get down off of there. And Danton Kia supplies it. They roll back into the arena though, somersaulting, as I may say. Behemoth's under pressure from Firestorm, and Danton Kia is thrown Iron Ore 2.1 straight out of the arena within the first minute or so, even 30 seconds maybe, but now Danton Kia joins the fight between Behemoth and Firestorm, but it's now chasing each other around. Firestorm towards that arena wall. They need to stay away from there. All 4 machines were flippers, but down to 3. Firestorm trying to get in underneath Danton Kia, but now it's been flipped up and over by Behemoth. Behemoth's rolled over. Few trying to self-right, and does so. Little help from Danton Kia though. Firestorm gets in underneath Danton Kia, but Danton Kia rolls over, and Firestorm get rolled over by Behemoth. Behemoth now has Firestorm up towards that arena wall, could be going out, but no, turns away just in time. Danton Kia attacks Behemoth now. 3 machines are left. Danton Kia is pinning Behemoth on the arena wall. Firestorm is struggling to self-flight with that front hinge flipper. Danton Kia has now flipped Behemoth up and out of the arena. Firestorm with a retaliation nearly has them over the wall, and there's another chance now, but Danton Kia turns away. Now into the centre of the arena. Firestorm throwing it. Danton Kia is on its back, nearly goes out there on top of where the angle grinder bounces back in, luckily enough. Using that flipper and that weird tail, Danton Kia is sort of able to control itself, but Firestorm's keeping out that flurry of attacks. They're on it back now, rolls over once again. It does not have any control. Danton Kia is under pressure. It's on the arena wall, but now flips itself back in. That's good control from Danton Kia. Firestorm's on another charge and a brutal onslaught. Danton Kia is not able to get his feet onto the floor, and that is it. Firestorm is the winner and will be continuing on to the next round. And on to the first exhibition match, Atomic 2 versus Fluffy in the Combat Carnage Arena. First up is Atomic, continuing the black and yellow theme, with a splash of red in there as well. And the ever-destructive Fluffy joins them. We're in for a great fight here. The arena for the house robots is Growler and Jaws, and the Speed, of course, and Shunt once again with the Axe and Scoops. First up is Fluffy, weighing 156 grams. It's a horizontal spinner. It's a Robot Wars competitor, unseen in Combat Carnage, and has been recently rebuilt by the team behind it. And moving on to Atomic, it's a rear hinge flipper, weighs 115 grams. It's a Robot Wars competitor. It lost to Danton Kia in the first series of Combat Carnage and is a new, untested design. In the arena for the house robots weighing 85 grams is Shunt with the X and the scoops, and Growler weighing 116 grams.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Fluffy spins up that blade. Atomic comes in. They can't get that flipper underneath yet. Flipper turns around. Fluffy is getting that disc in a little bit of grazing, but not massive hits so far. Atomic's trying to stay out of the way, but now they've got that big spinning blade in a little bit. It's only deflecting sort of blows though. Atomic is coming in though, not getting in any flips though. Fluffy's ground clearance is way too low for it. Atomic cannot get underneath it. He's tried to flip and misses there. Fluffy spinning up to speed. Again, scratching down the far side of Atomic on that logo and right in there. Again, it's a repeated attack. Fluffy cannot get any major hits. Atomic's reversing into the disc. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Fluffy trying to put more momentum into the disc. It's not happening. Atomic cannot get in and underneath, but now they have done. No! The flipper forks have come off and it's been wedged in to Fluffy's disc. You can hear the disc sort of grinding across it. Atomic's got that weapon sky high. Fluffy seems to be stuck on the grill. They can't get away. Atomic might have pulled off an upset, but no, Fluffy's away. They were just stuck on that flipper panel. Atomic's been pushed onto the flame pit now. Fluffy bringing in that disc. Again, it's only sort of grinding away. It's not getting any good hits in. Atomic's flipper only really came off because it tried to lift Fluffy. But now it's getting in some goodish hits. And it's now got Atomic into the centre of the arena, onto that drop zone. It's spun the disc up once again. Atomic's receiving blows. And it seems to be immobile at the minute, actually. Just spinning around. There's no power to the wheels. They're just sort of stopped. Fluffy coming in once more, though. Pushing it towards Shunt's CPZ, but no, just away. Fluffy, that insanely low ground clearance has helped them out a lot. In comes Rapbot now, though, to come and check out the dormant Atomic. Fluffy spun up the disc again. Is now coming in a little bit. Atomic now has been brought back to life by Fluffy. Not a good decision there. But now they're both on the flame pit. Atomic now is alive and well again. But Fluffy and Atomic are both stuck on that grill. Fluffy's away again. Sort of fooling me there. But Atomic's once again seems to have conked out onto that red hot fire. And there's a piece come away from somewhere off Atomic. Refbot's in the background. Fluffy's knocked the flipper mechanism straight off as Atomic. There's no weapon for them left. And now I think Fluffy has killed Atomic once again. There it goes, spinning round and round. There's no power to it, and I think they've been conked out, knocked out once again into that CPZ. In comes Shunt now to act some retribution. There's nothing left in Atomic, I don't think. Shunt's trying to get that axe in. It's not really working, but he's able to drag it across the arena floor, show it back into the CPZ, and now it's on its side. Atomic now, I think, has lost this exhibition matchup against Fluffy, which is a bit surprising considering their track record on Robot Wars. But Fluffy spun up. Once again, he's going in for the back of Shunt, where he's got that deflective scoop, so it does not do any damage. Fluffy's blade, it may have conked out Atomic, but it really does not seem to be effective at doing damage. It knocked off the flipper, but that was it. They are not doing any damage now, but Shunt runs away. Now coming back on the attack there, headlong into Fluffy spinner, and again, not much damage done. Fluffy, I don't think this rebuild has helped them at all, but Shunt's come in now. He's got that axe into that wheel of the polycarb armament of Fluffy. It's on the floor. The flame pit. The disc inoperable. They seem to be hovering sort of. There, Shunt's got his axe in once again. Fluffy, I don't think it's done. Well, it really hasn't at all done well. Shunt's axe is in that spinner. And now he's dragging Fluffy across the arena floor. Something's ticking there. Shunt's now abandoned Fluffy and has gone for Atomic to try and get that axe in, and it has done. That's how you do damage, says Shunt. He's getting that axe in the wheels. I mean, it's not like they were moving before. Anyway, Growler's come in for a very minor charge, which is not what you'd expect from Growler. But now Shunt has Atomic and he's driving it, pushing it onto that flame pit once again. The focus of this battle has been that flame pit. It might have been what conked out Atomic, but I'm pretty sure it was that blade of Fluffy. Even though, as I've said many a time, Fluffy does not seem to be at its fullest potential with that spinning axe, weapon, whatever you want to call it, a disc, spinner thing. Growler now sandwiching Atomic between Fluffy and Growler. Fluffy's just smacking about the bits that have fallen off now. Across that flame pit once again. They don't want to get trapped on there. Does damage to the electronics, burns the motors out and whatnot. Atomic, I think, is done. They're just sandwiched between a rock and a hard place, as some famous commentator would have said. And Fluffy just continues to play with the bits in the background. Atomic now is going on inside. It trapped Growler there for a second, I forgot to mention. But Atomic's going on to that pit of Oblivion. Weapons in the way, and Shunt goes to hit it. The pit siren is activated, and down goes Atomic. And now just Fluffy to hit about the bits remaining in the arena from Atomic. That bit we saw fall off earlier must have been a bit of Atomic's sort of mount for the weapon, but Shunt now seems to go in for seconds up against Fluffy. That disc is not doing anything at all. It is absolutely useless. And that is proven by Shunt dragging it towards that pit, having a little bit of issues there. Fluffy fighting Shunt's movements. And again, just pulling to the side. But now it's over the pit. In comes Growler now to help out Shunt. Charging Fluffy towards that pit. Shunt now. All he's got to do is release the axe. Ooh. The heavy weight on the end of it, and down goes Fluffy. Growler, very lucky to still be on the arena floor. And Shunt drives away. Growler's got to try and get away now without falling in. And I'm pretty sure he will do so. There you go. Fluffy the winner of that. And Atomic, well, both machines in the pit, and both machines were pretty useless. Useless is the word for it. And with that, we're on to our next battle. And up next is the first rematch. It's from Series 7 All-Stars of the Robot Wars tournament. Cat 3 versus Farstrom versus Bigger Brother versus Panic Attack. We're doing a rematch because all they did was attack the house robots last time. Let's see who would have actually won.
It's gonna be a rough ride! Get ready, Roboteers! Let's see if you're ready for a real fight! 3, 2, 1.
Here we go then, Panic Attack at the top of the picture. Firestorm down here, Cat 3 coming in now. Bigger Brothers flipped over Panic Attack. Firestorm's also been turned over by Panic Attack early on in this battle. Bigger Brothers had an upgrade in the late seasons. Firestorm's still struggling to self-right. Cat 3 does so with a little help from Bigger Brother, but Bigger Brother flips over Panic Attack once again. That's on the arena flipper, but no, gets away. Firestorm on its side and still hasn't self-righted. Cat 3's bringing in the axe. Panic Attack's pushing Bigger Brother towards that arena sidewall. They might self-right themselves out, but now they've flopped back towards that pit of Oblivion. Firestorm's back up finally. He's now attacking Cat 3, but gets caught out by the arena flipper. Both machines are back into battle now, but no, Firestorm's back on the aggressive. Cat 3's on the arena sidewall, and Firestorm has thrown it over. Bigger Brother and Panic Attack are still fighting up against each other. Panic Attack unable to do much. Firestorm has Panic Attack up against the arena wall. Firestorm trying to get in underneath Bigger Brother and does so, but cannot be flipped over due to the weight of Panic Attack sitting on top of Bigger Brother. But now both are away into the centre of the arena. Firestorm's flicking Bigger Brother over towards that arena sidewall, and Bigger Brothers flipped self-righted themselves out of the arena. We're down to Firestorm and Panic Attack, the two winners. In the actual battle, Firestorm went out by driving itself in the pit. Same with Bigger Brother, so we've got an actual outcome now. It's a black and yellow battle here, with a bit of red splashed in there as well. Firestorm flicking about self-rights. It has a problem self-righting for some reason. Maybe went under pressure. It's on the arena sidewall now, both. Panic Attack, quite an old machine at this point, but no, it's still got the pressure and speed and agility to maintain with a newer machine. Firestorm self-righting nicely there, even though Panic Attack was on it. Firestorm flipped Panic Attack, gone flying, using self-fire for no reason and to no avail. Now they're stuck together. Firestorm not able to get underneath Panic Attack. Same with Panic Attack. Panic Attack trying to use the forks, but they're not doing anything. Just having a grand old pushing session. Ain't no grand day out. Firestorm's been backed into that pit release button, but now turned sideways. And now Panic Attack gets in underneath. Firestorm needs to self-fight again. And no, not that time, but now no. On its side now, Panic Attack flips it over once again. Firestorm cannot cover itself from the attacks of Panic Attack. But now Panic Attack, what are you doing? It's gone over that. What on earth has gone on there? Panic Attack evaded the pit, but so did Firestorm, but not really. Panic Attack wins, I guess, by all kinds of debauchery. Yeah, anyway, we're on to the mayhem for tonight. The second one, Danton Kia versus Cassius 3 versus Quantum, who shows up once again. First into the arena is Danton Kia for his second appearance in a row in this series so far. And Cassius 3 joins us. And Quantum, who shares the same aspect as Danton Kia, being his second episode in a row. That Crusher, of course, and the Self-Fire on the back. Here's Dead Mel, the first of the house robots, with them pincers and a saw. And Sir Killalot. First time we've seen him in this series. Making his way over to the opposite corner patrol zone. Danton Kia, with a weight of 59 grams, is back again with that rear hinge flipper. Rules competitor, lost to S3 in Combat Carnage Series 1, and is back with the unpredictable spasms. A new one for you, Cassius 3, 48 grams of weight to its name. It's another rear hinge flipper. It was rarely seen in combat. It's new to Combat Carnage and has a low ground clearance. And Quantum's back again, 60 grams of course, that vertical crusher. Battlebots contender, second battle in Combat Carnage, and has an unreliable self-righter. And there's a Killalot in the corner weighing 177 grams, with that lance and a pincer. And Dead Metal, of course, weighing 104 grams. Bethbot stands by for the experience of this battle. 2 flippers, 1 crusher, 2 outro robots, 1 flipper, 1 pit, 1 flame pit, of course, and the drop zone.
Activate.
Danton Kia on Quantum straight into the middle. Cassius 3 joins him a bit late. Danton Kia misses a flip onto Quantum. Quantum's now over for the second flip and a third up against you in a wall. CS is flipped over Danton Kia now, who self-rights or attempts to, and gets it done on the second. But now Quantum's in the CPZ with Killalot. Danton Kia is also in there, but no gets away. Quantum's in a big bit of trouble there, and I think something's happened in the foreground. Against Cassius 3, the flip has come off, and it's leaning up against you in a sidewall. But Quantum is now being picked on in that CPZ. Not really picked on, but the house robbers are doing their job. Sir Killalot now has Quantum in its grip and has been lifted up high off the ground and dropped again. Might be set free by the ever mean Sir Killalot. Danton Kia now seems to be the only one left in contention at the moment, but I'm sure once Quantum gets going again, which he might be able to now, he's got to use that unreliable self-fire to good effect. Danton Kia now pushed it over to the pit of Oblivion. Repbot goes over to Cassius 3, which is upside down. It cannot self-fire because, as we mentioned before, the flippers come off and it seems to be doomed. Quantum now is not self-fighting for some reason, but now is attempting to and does so. The unreliable self-fire does its job. Now Quantum under pressure for Danton Kia, now gets away, but no, Danton Kia is on the chase. And Cassius 3 is out of this battle. There's no movement from it, and it is gone. Repbot says so, so that is what goes. Cassius 3 is going to need a better way of mounting that flipper if they want any chance of succeeding. And Sir Killer has been called in to discard of the remnants left over by a legend, so to speak. Cassius 3 on that flame pit. Daniel Gear is now pushing Quantum into Dead Metal. CPZ pulls away. Dead Metal now has Quantum in its grip, in the pincers. Brings a saw in now to do some damage on the underbelly. The Battlebots machine has not really seen that much luck inside of Combat Carnage. Now Danton Kia is in and underneath Dead Metal. Dead Metal's been pushed up to the sidewalk, but now comes back down. Danton Kia moved Quantum out of Dead Metal. CPZ trying to flip the claw off or something. It has it up against the arena wall. Quantum's not able to do anything. It's into that arena. CPZ. No households coming in because, well, Danton Kia seems to be trying to rule the war zone, obviously. A side has come off of Quantum. Danton Kia has it very near that arena sidewall. He struggles to flip it there. You can see the flipper sort of twitching. But now it's into the centre of the arena. Quantum going to try to be flipped out once again and again. Danton Kia's flipper struggling. I think they've got an issue there. Don't know what's happening there, but now they tend to leave Quantum because the self-wire has come off once again. I wouldn't call that unreliable, I'd say it's poorly mounted. That seems to be the theme of this battle. Cassius 3's flipper and the self-wire of Quantum. I think it's the same what happened in the Crusher Crunch-Up. I think it just got pierced, but Danton Kia now moves away from Cassius 3 as Dead Metal comes in to deal with it. Has it been carried out long ago? I think Refbot's got to count out Quantum now. Both house robots now are going for Cassius 3's lifeless body, and I think it's a killer lot. And the Refbot have had an agreement that says that Quantum's been counted out, but we did not see that actually. Quantum's been picked up with basically hooking onto Sir Killock's lance. Danton Kia hits that pit release button and down goes Quantum. The siren activates. Danton Kia's back in underneath. Dead Metal's trying to flip it once again, and in comes Sir Killock. Says, hang on, we're not having any of that, thank you very much. He's on his side now, and now he's bringing that lance in to that hole. It's just on the bottom of Danton Kia for a reason which is completely unclear. Flipper's hanging open and is now about to go out, I feel, and that has been proven. Danton Kia dangling, flipper wide open. Danton Kia going, gone, no auction, no flog it for you, straight out, gone. And now we get to see what happens to Cassius 3 in the eyes of Dead Metal and that onboard camera. The disc churning away at that side pod, if you will, of Cassius 3. The flipper no more. You get to have a good look at the insides and the batteries and whatever may lurk inside. Cassius 3 is out of it, and it was the first one to go out. Danton Kia is going through to the Annihilator, which will happen in a couple of episodes. This will be fun. We've got a flipper in Danton Kia and a vertical spinner in 259. Two major machines which will prove to be a good fight. Cassius 3 now been put onto that arena floor. Flipper, and it's about to go. Dead Metal backs away, and there it is. It's reunited with its flipper, surprisingly enough. Dead Metal now grabs it for, I think, the last time, brings back that saw blade and takes it towards that pit where obviously Quantum already lies. And one last push, I should feel, should do it from Dead Metal, who holds it so above the pit, and down it goes.
Cease.
And Dead Metal does the spin. Danton Kia makes it through to the Annihilator, rather dominant and convincingly. Up next is the second part of the Robot Arena 2 All-Stars. Panic Attack vs Steel Avenger vs Bulldog Breed vs Tornado. Here we go then, the last fight for this evening. The second battle of the first round of the All-Stars Robot Arena 2. Here we go then. Bulldog Breed, what's happened there? Straight up. Mayhem and Machination. Tornadoes up against Panic Attack, who has the forks in the air for some reason. The Steel Avengers struggling to get into the action, but no, Tornado rams into them, which brings them into it. They bring the axe down. Panic Attack is into Bulldog Breed, and now hits that pit release button. The Steel Avengers just sort of swerving all over the place for no reason. Misses with the axe, but gets in an attack then. Tornado near that pit. Panic Attack, Bulldog Breed, they're all playing dangerous here. Bulldog Breed gets in underneath Tornado. Tornado is smoking badly. That is bad for your health. Don't do it. But they're doing it anyway. Bulldog Breed's in underneath Tornado, but no, they just about get away. Repeated attacks from that Steel Avenger axe. Tornado's very nearly in that pit. They get away. Just steer straight into the arena sidewall. Bulldog Breed's now up against the Steel Avenger and is pushing them back towards that pit ever so slowly, but no, Tornado breaks it up. Panic Attack still giving chase. They have not loaded the forks yet for some reason. Steel Avenger, repeated axe attacks, swinging it like a great, I don't know what would you call it. Just Steel Avenger, that's what you call it. There you go, Bulldog Breed's flipped over. Panic Attack, who now has to use that self-fire once and twice just to self-fire itself. Bulldog Breed, the most advanced robot here. I would say it's Steel Avengers on the arena flipper, crosses over it though. Bulldog Breed flips Tornado over, and a front panel of Bulldog Breed has come off, exposing the wheels. Steel Avenger could expose that, but Tornado's up on that arena sidewall with Panic Attack and Bulldog Breed. They just about get away. Very lucky there for the Tornado boys. That front scoop has not done them very well. Panic Attack just barely misses that arena flipper, and another piece of Bulldog Breed has come off. The front little wedgelet sort of thing. They're on the arena flipper again. Panic Attack and the Steel Avenger. Steel Avenger might go and does go. Just a little bit though. It just about survives. Panic Attack and Tornado. All four robots are still in this battle. There's sparks coming from somewhere. Someone is losing power slowly. Steel Avenger very near that pit of oblivion. But they're getting away. Panic Attack's off of that arena floor flipper. Gets flipped obviously. But Panic Attack's now pushing Tornado towards that pit. But no! What have they done? what has happened there? It's a repeat of I think what happened earlier. Panic Attack pushing Tornado towards that pit. Tornado flies over it. Panic Attack doesn't, goes straight in, and the Steel Avenger follows them. Tornado and Bulldog Breed go through, which is not how I saw this going. Panic Attack clearly had no desire of stopping, and Tornado's going to pit himself. Oh well, no, never mind. Bulldog Breed's in there. Tornado survives. He doesn't know what to do. He's confused as I am. What on earth has gone on with these four machines? Tornado's gone flying towards the inner sidewall. Oh dear. Oh my word. What was that battle? What happened there? I have no clue. Oh dear. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Okay, alright, well, that's the end of that. That's the end of the second episode. We'll end it with a bang. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.
Building robots is dangerous and shouldn't be attempted without great care. For more information, or if you'd like to build a robot, you must first join the Robot Wars Club. Send a cheque or postal order for £12.95 to Robot Wars London, W1A3AR. If you build a qualifying robot, your membership fee will be refunded. For more information, or if you'd like to come and see the amazing spectacle of Robot Wars being recorded live, call our hotline or visit our website.